Good morning. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm starting in my media. It didn't do my opening. So give me a second. Let me just play my opening real quick. All right. Man, how's everybody doing? I'm already starting off wrong this morning. Well, good morning to Morning Brew with Germaine. And you know what? We will not have an opening. But yeah, I do. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Brew with, yes, your girl Germaine. And okay, just had a little discombobulation going on, even though everything was all set up early this morning. And I did not check. I just assumed that my intro was already in motion. So, hey, welcome. It's one of those mornings, right? And today's Thursday. So, hey, over on Instagram, I am so happy to have my Instagram back. Jessie Moss 92775. Welcome, my sister. Good to have you join in the conversation. I know life has been lifing all the way around for everybody, but so good to have you all stop by for coffee, for a break, quick break. Not going to hold you long today, but today's brew is going to be the pressure to have it all together. And this is befitting for this message today because, as you can see, I didn't have it all together. But hey, here we are. So, you know what? Let's start getting it together. All right, guys. Like I said, I hope everyone's doing well. You know, we're coming up on this holiday season very quickly this year. I don't know where it has gone, but it has definitely left us. I mean, it is out of here, and we're already at the end of the year. Doesn't it just feel like it feels like it just started maybe about 3, 4, or 5 months ago? But nope, we literally have less than 2 months before we are moving into a new year. So, all right, well, let me get it together. Not going to hold you long, like I said. So, if you are stopping by for a quick coffee break, hey, let me know what you're drinking. Okay, chime into the community. Let me know what you're drinking. I do have my hazelnut coffee. Yes, I'm trying to let it cool off because I brewed it before we started the show, but it's a little hot. So let's talk about the pressure to have it all together. Realizing everything is figuring it out, right? So, as you can see, if you chimed in when I first started the broadcast, yes, I did not have it all together. I just assumed that my intro was automatically going to play, and guess what? It wasn't even set up. But here we are. So let's get into this message. In a world where curating perfection floods our timelines, it does. It's easy to feel behind. It's easy to feel like you're behind. We compare our private struggles to someone else's polished highlight reels. That's a struggle in itself. So please take the pressure off yourself and don't do it. Right? But the truth is, everyone is navigating something. So you hear this term that's being said a lot, life is lifing. It is. Life is lifing for everybody on different levels. So it's hard trying to look at somebody else's life when you think that by looking at their life is going to help you get yours together quicker. Mm-mm. Please stay focused on you. Now, it's okay to be inspired by others, but don't get stuck there. All right. So, everybody today is navigating something in their life. No one has it all figured out. Trust me, they don't. Even if they look so well put together, I promise you, if they were able to really let you know, they don't have it all together either, probably. So you don't have to pretend. You do. You just don't. Literally, you don't have to pretend like you got it all together. And if anybody knows that you don't, that life is just going to crash and burn. Listen, Just be honest. People can see sometimes right through it all anyway. So you don't have to perform for others. No, just be comfortable with you. And like I said, me even coming on this message, this morning brew today, I just assumed. So you know what? Hey, here we are. My intro didn't play. Yes. And hold on, because I had to just stop and play it manually. But you know what? It didn't break down. It didn't crash. It did. I'm still here with you. So it's okay. We don't have to have it all together. Your journey is yours. Remember that. Your journey is yours, and progress is still progress, even when it's messy. So, y'all know what we do. It's that time. It's that time for us to begin to pour into purpose. So, let's pour into purpose, okay? Let's talk a little bit about it. You are allowed to be a work in progress. You are allowed. Good morning, John Cates, over on YouTube. John is someone I just met today. Hopefully, he will become a part of the HOV Publishing family because he definitely has a story to tell. So, John, thank you so much for stopping by and, hey, having a quick coffee break with me. And yes, I do like to shout out those that join in the community. And I even shout out those that are watching from afar that may not want to stop by in the community, but they're stopping by from a distance. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. So, nevertheless, let's continue to talk about, it's no pressure. I mean, to have it all together. It is pressure to have it all together. So, here we go. Let's continue and pour into purpose. So, as we continue to pour into purpose, remember, you are allowed to be a work in progress. Growth does not require perfection, it requires movement. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving to get to perfection. And keep this little secret in mind: we will never be 100% perfected. Not while we're moving in this natural body, right? So you don't need to wait until everything looks right. Please let me encourage you with that. All right. To take the next step, you don't need to have everything look right, look perfect. It's okay. It may look a little messy. It's okay. It's okay. And the thing is, when you're working towards it, you're working to get it right. All right. But don't let it hinder you. Don't let it stop you, because a lot of times we will get stuck right where we are and we'll stay right there and we will miss out on so much. So give yourself permission to be both becoming and evolving at the same time. Did you hear what I said? Give yourself permission. We don't do that enough. We're waiting for someone to give us permission. No, it's okay. It's okay. You can give yourself permission to both becoming and evolving, so you can see what you may look like in the future, what you may look like even tomorrow, right? From today. So give yourself permission to do just that. So let's continue to pour a little more, okay? Progress requires honesty. Whoo, progress requires honesty. If with no one else, be honest with you. You cannot heal what you hide or improve what you deny. Should I say that again? You cannot heal what you hide or improve what you deny. Honesty. Start with self. Start with you first. Yes, I did that. Yes, I own that. It's me. I don't feel good about it, but you know what? I'd rather release myself of it than carry the weight and the burden of that, you know, because I rather expose it than allow the enemy or anybody else to expose it. So It was me. And then move from there. But I tell you, it will release you so you can start your healing process, your forgiveness, whatever it may be that you're dealing with. So be honest about where you are, opens the doors to real transformation. Do you want to be transformed, or are you comfortable with where you are? Ask yourself that question, because sometimes we can become so numb to the place that we're in that old programming just becomes our way of life. And you know what? We survive in it. We're comfortable in it. We live in it. Knowing something deep inside is still like gnawing at us, right? Still. And we just keep suppressing and suppressing. So if that's you, I hope this message resonates with you today, that it's okay to stand in a mirror and be honest with you. Start with self. And so transparency with yourself frees you from unrealistic pressure. Transparency from trans Transparency with yourself frees you from unrealistic pressure. Sometimes you got to make the mirror, you in the mirror. It's just me and the man in the mirror looking back at me. It's just us. And so when that's the case, then it's only you and yourself. So it's okay for you and yourself to be 100% completely honest with you. Try it. If you've never tried it, try it. All right, we're going to continue to pour a little more into purpose. Who you're becoming is more important than what you're posting. Now, that's interesting, right? And we're going to get into this because, social media is a snapshot. It's just a snapshot. So when we create all these shorts, these little clips and all that stuff, it's a snapshot. It's not the full story. Don't get comfortable with that. There's more to you. And it's interesting because, everybody has an opinion. So people will base stuff off the small snapshot and not even be interested in the full story. But for you, the individual, and this is speaking to me as well, but for you, the individual that's listening, you are becoming, you who you're becoming is more important than what you're posting, than that little snapshot. Continue to evolve, but honesty is a part of that evolution, okay? Your offline evolution matters more than online validation. Because think about it, when you turn the computers off, when you turn your phones off, when you're not actually on those apps or in those social media platforms, guess who's still there with you? You. When you're traveling from here to there and whatever, guess who's still with you? You. When you're ending relationships and you think it's the other person's fault, but you know what? Every single relationship ends up the same way. Guess what? It's still with you. We got to start with self first. And I'm saying all this because remember, the focus of today's brew is the pressure to having it all together. Take that pressure off yourself. Take it off yourself. Start really dealing with the man in the mirror, the person that's looking back at you. And no, listen, right now, my stuff is messy. It's all over the place. I feel like, whatever it is, it's okay. Confess it, own it, and then move from it. You know, that's the only way you can start your transformation process. You have to acknowledge it first. So I don't feel good because, man, there's some stuff I really need to clean up. There's some things I really need to do. And so it's okay. It's okay to tell yourself that. And then you know what? Let's put a plan together to move beyond that. All right. And it may take a little longer than you wanted to, but it's about the effort, being consistency. Consistency, that's my word, I tell you. That's a powerful word if you apply it. But being consistent, little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. And next thing you know, it's like, oh, who's this new person? Now you have to go and reintroduce yourself to people, right? So, all right. And let's just wrap up this Pouring the Purpose segment. So, your identity is rooted in purpose, not performance. Keep that in mind. Purpose. Purpose. It's not just about performance. Hey, some people are in that line of work, they get paid to be performers. But who's the person outside of the performance? When I used to work in the entertainment industry, the music industry, a lot of artists, they operate under a pseudonym, a different name. And with that, I personally think it's always important call them by their real government name. You know what? Because it's something about grounding them so they don't lose focus of their true identity, not the entertainer identity that they showcase for the world, but the real person. So if you took that entertainment identity away from them, then who are you left with? Right? That's what you have to ask yourself. When you're on social media and you're this big influencer and everything, but once you remove that, who are you? There's no more pressure. And even in people's careers, and I'm talking about the entertainment world, or just even like we're talking about social media, but what happens when nobody else is calling your name? Are you going to be okay? Get to know the real you. And then you won't have the pressure of feeling like you got to have it all together for the world, who technically might not really even care, because if you notice, they'll be on to the next, and then the next, and then the next, while you're left in pain, going through this transitioning, trying to figure out who you are, and nobody's calling your name anymore. So really make sure you're asking yourself, why? Why am I doing this? What is the purpose in this? What is my true purpose? What am I looking to gain or get out of this? What am I looking to pour into this? So, really start asking yourself some questions. Now, that's going to lead us right into the next section that we all can take part in. Yes, this is our reflection questions. Our reflection questions, as you may not know, for those that are new and for those that are normally chiming in, I like to leave two reflection questions with you to be able to take throughout your day, and see how it may align in your personal life, right? So, this is the first question. Where am I pretending to be okay when I actually need support, rest, or clarity? I know sometimes it's hard to ask for help, but sometimes you might need to. It could be the very thing that's going to help release you and help you in the journey. But stop pretending. If you are pretending like I got it all together, I can't, it's okay to ask for help. So just start asking for help. What's the worst case scenario when you think about it? Somebody says no. Okay, maybe they weren't the right one to give me the help that I needed. Let me try somebody else. But it's okay. Always go back to, how do you see you? Because a lot of times we may focus on how we think the world sees us. How do you see you? Start there to release some of that pressure off of you, thinking like you got to make sure everything is so perfect when you step out in this world. And I'm going to tell you a secret. You listening? Make sure you pay attention. Most times you don't realize people can see through it all. A lot of times they can. So just be mindful of how you want to show up in the world, authentic or performance. You choose. It's up to you. But let me get into this next question, okay? What unrealistic expectations can I release to make room for grace and authentic progress? Let me read that again. What unrealistic expectation can I release to make room for grace and authentic progress? It says it itself right in the question. You just have to take some inventory of yourself. And like I said, sometimes you may need to just look in the mirror. Start having those conversations with you because you have so much to live for. You do. You have so much to accomplish. Sometimes we just got to move self out of the way. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right? All right, guys. So, this is a time that we are wrapping things up and we're about to go right into our final sip. Whew, I haven't had a sip of my coffee yet. Let me see if it's cool enough. Hold on. It's cool. It's not cool. It's hot, but it's still, I can drink it now. All right, guys. So, in our final sip, you know, you don't have to have it all together to be worthy, purposeful, or impactful. Life isn't about looking perfect. It's just not. It's about growing with intention. Give yourself grace, give yourself room, and give yourself time. Hi, Amanda. Amanda's one of my best selling authors. Thank you for chiming in. To thine own self be true. Yes, and you can find that in one of her books. You know, actually, I think I might have copies, Amanda. I always like doing this for my authors when they chime into the community and the conversation. Let me see. I'm looking around. Well, you know what? When love pours, love speaks. So that's her latest 365 days of love quotes. And you can find that right on Amazon. Yes. And also her 365 days of wisdom whispers. That too you can find on Amazon. If you just need a real strong quote of the day, every day of the year, make sure you grab a copy. I thought I had one I could put my hands right on, Amanda, but I don't. But I'm glad you chimed in. So getting back into our final sip, just pretty much words of encouragement. So once again, give yourself grace, give yourself room, and give yourself time. Listen, life isn't about looking perfect, as I stated. So be true to you. Start with you. And what I also want to say, before we go into our final sip, right? Before we end this conversation. Once again, thank you all. I love you all so much for being a part of Morning Brew with Germaine. There's a lot of great things happening. There's a lot of new authors joining the family. And remember, Authors Brew Friday, that is coming up. And also, we are getting ready to launch, and I'm going to talk more about it in Authors Brew Friday, but we are getting ready to launch our Morning Brew with Germaine book club. Yes, starting in January. Super excited about that. As I said, this whole platform was birthed out of the needs for my authors, my author nation, my family. So I just want to say there's a lot of great things that you authors can all get involved in and share your story with the world through Morning Brew with Germaine. So thank you. And also, if you are new, first time stopping by, make sure you go into either Facebook. It's under Germaine Miller Summers, or you can go right over to YouTube, our YouTube channel, Morning Brew with Germaine, and you can chime in, you can subscribe, you can get notifications, and you can just go back into the vault and see what you may have missed that can help you in your everyday life. Now, I do want to say that I'm excited because Facebook, I'm just going to wrap this up quickly, but Facebook has now made available so you can share stars. If anything resonates with you and you want to just give me stars, then you know what? I welcome it. You can give me stars. And for those that are chiming in any other platform, we thank you so much for all of our supporters that make it possible for this media platform to go forth every single day, Monday through Friday, and for all the guests that we bring on. Thank you. Thank you for just even the new innovative ways and ideas that we're looking to give back to the community. Thank you for being a part of it all. I truly, sincerely mean that from the bottom of my heart. And if you decide that you want to be a supporter, then you can buy a coffee. You can buy us a coffee. Let me just pull that up for you. Support Morning Brew with Germaine. Buy me a coffee for as little as $1 a day. So buymeacoffee.com/morning brew with Germaine. For as little as $1, not a day, but $1, you can support the platform that helps us to keep moving forward and bringing the message, the community to you all. And so, with that, let's get back into the final sip that you can take with you today. So, one, I want to leave you with 3 call to actions. So, you know how we do, we sip slow. So, here's number 1. Identify one area where you can lower the pressure and show yourself compassion. Number 2, share something real with someone you trust. Release the need to appear flawless. It's too much work, guys. Too much work. All right. And number 3, take one step towards progress, even if the path isn't perfect. And so remember, you're not behind, you're becoming. And I'm going to leave it on that note that you're becoming. And I will see you for Authors Brew Friday. So I'll see you tomorrow if you are available to stop by for coffee at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you can't stop by, then you can always go back in your own time and make sure you enjoy Morning Brew with Germaine. So have a great day. Please be safe out there, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.